On a 1-0 pitch from Luke Shepsky. Swinging a bullet for a base hit into center field. One run scores easily. Hitting third and coming to the plate is Blosey. He will score without a play. And Dennison's back in front as Noah Lieb gets clutch here in the 7th inning. There goes the runner. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Blew a fastball by him on the top shelf. Down goes Van Ness and down goes Stevens Point as North Central pulls the upset here in Game 1 of the triple-header at Derby City Field today. Lifted out to center and a base hit over Comer and out into left center field. Heading for third now is Tuttle to throw it in, and he is out at third base. Strong throw out of center from Trent Van Ness. Cuts down Tuttle at third.
Guys who have produced already, as there's one hit off the end of the bat to the right side, scooped up by Crane. He will feed Morse, who loses the hat but catches the ball. And that'll end the inning. Good inning for Morse. 3 up and 3 down. We're off to the bottom of the 8th. It's 13-6 EIU. Balls, 1 strike, pitch coming. Swinging a liner out toward right field. That ball's trouble. It's fair and rolling towards the corner. 1 run will score easily. Clark's heading to third. They run into a stop sign there. Pulling into second is Cole Evans with an RBI double. The Owls get a run back. They've got the tying run at third with nobody out. Georgia trying to get his team to the NCAA tournament for the first time. Drives one in the air, deep left field. Jamie LaFramboise with a knockout punch.
Seven seconds to go. It's going to be a win for Manuel. Mikel Coleman, a rather confident pose, hands on hips. Has to be pleased with the way his team played tonight. And just for good measure, another turnover on the inbound. On ahead to Tuflin, who flips it off the backboard in a slam by Decker. An exclamation point for Manuel as they shoo their rivals out of town with a 70-46 win. What an exclamation point as Justice Decker hauled that lob in off the backboard and threw it down with a little bit of anger.
Good afternoon and welcome back to Danville, Kentucky for day 3 of the Southern Athletic Association Baseball Tournament. I'm Max Abel. Good to have you with me today as we get our final semifinal game of the tournament. It'll be Rhodes, it'll be Hendricks squaring off for the second time this weekend. This game was supposed to be played last night, but some rain moved into the area. It's been pushed to today, and very simple for these two teams. Win, and they get to match up with the host Center College in the final. Lose, and the season comes to an end. Good afternoon and welcome into Derby City Field in Louisville, Kentucky, for today's St. Louis Intercollegiate Athletic Conference contest between the Eureka College Red Devils and the Spalding Golden Eagles. I'm Max Abel. Glad you could join us today for this matchup of 2 of the top offenses in the league.
This is Sportscenter. Good morning, I'm Max Abel. The SportsCenter update is brought to you by Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views. Last night was a good one for a couple former Cards in the NBA. Terry Rozier dropped 21 points for the Heat in a 118-105 loss to the Suns. Then Donovan Mitchell scored a team-best 28 points and added 12 assists for the Cavs as they beat the Clippers 118-108. Former Kentucky guard Rajon Rondo was arrested on gun and drug charges last Sunday. Rondo played 2 years for the Cats before a 19-year NBA career, which included 2 championships and 4 All-Star selections. The only show in town tonight is Louisville basketball. The Cards will look to snap a 5-game skid as they head down to Clemson for a midweek matchup with the Tigers. Tune in to 93.9 for all the pre- and post-game coverage, as well as the call for the Cards and Tigers. Pre-game comes on the air at 7:30. This is SportsCenter.
Drake Jobe set to lead off the top of the 7th. 2-2 game. First pitch from Harrison Cowdrey. In for a strike, 0-1. New life for Cowdrey. Game all squared away at 2. Right-hander ready to deal. 0-1 is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jobe has reached twice. Once on a walk, once on a single. And I'm lunging here 1 ball and 2 strikes. One, two. Cowdrey turns it loose. Couldn't get him to chase that breaking ball down and away. Good idea. But the count even, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Job takes ball 3. I think both teams have to be pretty relieved with how last inning turned out. For Center, of course, getting the game tied, 3-2. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Cowdrey burns off the edge with a heater. Catches Job looking for the second time today. The leadoff man retired in the 7th. Brings up Sean Pope. Talking about last inning, though, both teams have to be relieved with how it played out, but I think they also have to be a little bit disappointed as well. Of course, Hendricks disappointed with surrendering the lead, but there's ball 1 to Pope. They were able to really, they didn't surrender the lead because of anything they did wrong, really. A wall-scraping home run to the short porch and left by Carson Thompson to start the inning. There's a ball up and away. That got Center their first run, and then the second run was Aiden Lohr fighting off a little bloop single into left. So they gave up 2, but there wasn't a whole lot they could have done better. Not a whole lot of real hard contact in that inning. There's a strike. And they're able to get out of it without falling behind themselves. So the pressure on their offense, not quite as high as it otherwise would have been if they hadn't have been able to limit it to 2. And then on the flip side, the 2-1 is high, 3 balls and a strike. On the flip side for Center, they, of course, have to be happy with getting the game tied, but they also had runners on second and third, and the bat in the hands of their number 5 hitter, Aaron Lopez, and they weren't able to take the lead. 3-1. Strike called. Found the inner half with a fastball. Good pitch from Cowdrey. Count 3-2. Double barrel action in the Hendricks bullpen. Righty up and throwing for Center. Payoff pitch. Pope swings and misses for strike 3. Swung through a hook. Second strikeout of the inning for Cowdrey. 6th overall. And the bat in the hands of Owen Shaw as Harrison Cowdrey tries to come up with a big shutdown inning here in the 7th. Owen Shaw produced a run with a first inning single. He's also doubled and grounded out. Goes after the first one and lifts it lazily to left. Should be routine for Thompson. He's there, makes the catch, and Harrison Cowdrey sets him down in order in the 7th. It's stretch time at Gary Wright Field. Colonels 2, Warriors 2.
New life for Ben Prather. When he left the mound, it was 1-0 Swanee. Now he climbs back on top of the hill, and he's leading 6-1 as he takes aim at the 2-3-4 hitters in the Swanee lineup. John Bagwell swings at the first one, a soft grounder out to third. LaFramboise across the diamond in time. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. Here's Hunter Herndon. He struck out looking back in the 1st. Herndon picked up 6 hits, including 2 RBIs against Barry. Herndon leads the team with a .397 average. Slugging .536, also best on the team. Takes ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Herndon launches one up and away. Herndon with a looking strikeout back in the 1st. One of 3 strikeouts collected by Prather today. A little bit high. 3 balls, no strikes. As much as they struggled on the mound, the Swanee team can score some runs. There's a strike called. Again, that's scoring a little bit over 6 runs per game. They're tied for second in doubles in the SAA with 72 of them. And they've got a one-out base runner as Prather misses upstairs. A one-out walk. And the bat in the hands now of Jack Rude, who's hit by a pitch back in the first inning. First pitch to Rude, swinging a ground ball out to second. On the other end of this one, Lopez, he fumbles with it. They're going to get the out at second, but that bobble from Lopez is going to cost him any chance at a double play. Herndon forced out on the fielder's choice. Rude takes his place at first, 2 away now. And Will Yarbrough will come to the plate.
Now batting number 13, Will Yarbrough.
Yarbrough picked up an infield hit back in the first that extended the inning. Allowed Blake Poe to drive home a run with a hit batsman. There's ball 1 off the outside to Yarbrough. Picked up 3 hits in the weekend against Barry. He's hit safely in 10 of his last 12 games. Swings on the 1-0 and skies it, short center. Jackson out, Cunningham in. This will be Cunningham's ball as he calls off Thompson, who is creeping over from left. And that's all for Swanee here in the third. Nothing comes of a one-out walk. Bottom of the third coming up from Gary Wright Field. It's Center 6, Swanee 1.
We welcome you back here to Butch Charmoli Gymnasium. Max Abel, Morgan Schmidt here with you. Male and Manuel. It is Manuel by 15 as we start the second half. It'll be Manuel moving now from our left to right as Sheen now scoops it up, swings it down to Coleman on a good backdoor cut. He lays it up and in. He just beat Gainey to the basket, and a good lead pass there from Sheen. And a quick start for Manuel. They push the lead to 17, the largest it's been all night. Here is Hall swinging it to Gasaway, now to the far side in Gainey. Straight away now, it's scooped in by Edelin, working on Decker, moves to his right, but cut off by Decker. Tries again now to the left, pulls in the middle and throws it away. Scooped up by Coleman, long lead pass to Tuvlin, goes up and could get the layup to go. Rebounded by Sheen, gives to Decker, fights through contact and is fouled. See who they got there. That was, I believe they got, looked like he signaled 31, but nope, it was Gasaway who got the foul there.
Great first possession off with Manuel. It was a great play call by Mikel Coleman. And you saw Mail, they came down, they tried to get Edelin to get a 3, and he couldn't handle the pressure and eventually threw away the ball.
Decker drops in the first and the lead up to 18 with 7:21 to play here, just underway in the second half. Couple of dribbles with the left hand, now he spins it in the right. Tosses it up and it will rattle around and pop out. Scooped in there by Jordan. Over to Gainey, who'll bring it into offensive court. Gainey looking to get it to Edelin. Instead finds Gasaway on the left wing. Gasaway to the block now in Jordan. Jordan working on Sheen. Goes up and couldn't get the shot to go, but he walked. He took one too many steps, and the official on the far side popped in for traveling. And another turnover for Mail, and just about the last thing that the Bulldogs were looking for out of the break.